morning, dear viewers. You are most welcome to Westnile TV show. This is the Daktari show, which always air on Thursday from 10 a.m. to midday. Today, I'm delightful that I'm once again happy, and also hope our viewers outside there you're happy, and hope everything you are doing is fine and all is well. Last week we discussed about a topic, typhoid. Hope our viewers you noted on how to prevent such endemic diseases and on how to live lively and a healthy life without getting these infections. Today we are going to talk about a healthy an endemic disease actually, which is, if not treated, it can lead to an infection or a syndrome which we sometimes call AIDS. And recent studies which have been carried out here in the West Nile showed that we have a prevalence of 4.2 among youth. You know, youth actually makes the biggest population of Uganda today, and they showed that in the Western here region it is 4.2% transmission among the this age group of the youth 15 to 24, and they showed that it is 3% among the adults who are ranging between 24 to 49 years of age. And today our topic of discussion, our disease of discussion, is HIV. As our viewer outside there, you're going to know what is HIV, how is HIV transmitted, who is at risk of developing HIV, how can you manage a patient who is living with HIV, how as a society can we support our fellows who are living with HIV, and at the end of it all we shall have a wrap up of it all, and hope our dear viewers you enjoy this discussion. Today with me here, I've been delighted to host our mama. She's called Sister Nema. She is a woman who has a busy schedule, but we are grateful, Mama, for creating your time to come and educate our people on this Daktari TV show, which is always on Westnile TV, start times 477 and Zuku 0073. You are most welcome, Sister Nema, on the Daktari TV show.
Thank you so much. You're also welcome.
Okay.
I'm called Sister Daktari Nema, a nurse from a regional referral hospital. I work in art clinic or HIV clinic. I help those who have HIV and supporting them in treatment, counseling them, comforting them, giving all the care that they deserve from the hospital. Thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome. Thanks very much, Sister Nema. Also, I'm delighted to have you as my guest and also hosting you. We are grateful. So, as we come back to our topic of discussion today, we are going to talk about HIV. In simple terms, how can you break it down for our viewer outside there to know what HIV is in just brief, simple terms, such that they can get to know it? What is HIV, Sister Nema?
HIV is a simple term which is a human immunodeficiency virus. In small layman's language, these are kind of worms which are there in the air, they're existing. But when you use your naked eyes, you cannot see them with the naked eyes. But they can cause disease to us. And these worms, what they do is, when they enter to our body, it will affect the immune system. Yes. This is the system of the body that fights against the diseases. And it is the target of these worms. When they enter into the body, they kill the what? The protective mechanism of the body is affected. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Sister. So, just in a layman's language, you have broken it down that we look at it as worms which affect and break down our immune system.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sister. So, out there are some beliefs, especially those people who live in the eastern Uganda. They have beliefs that in case someone has this infection, and they indulge to have like or get a sexual activity with the virgin ladies, especially now if on the side of men, that they can cure this disease. And also some people outside there, they believe that use of traditional medicine, these local herbs, can cure this disease. How true is that, sister?
It's not true. Why I'm saying it is not true, that those are beliefs. The fact about HIV is in existence. It's with us. It has no cure. Even if you use herbs, what? No way. That is a belief. I dismiss it. It will not work. Okay. Yes.
All right. How about that aspect of a man having an intercourse with a virgin lady? Is it true?
It's not true. Okay. That myth does not work.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sister. Then when we come on the risk factors, before we go to the risk factors, what causes this infection or HIV? Is it a bacteria? Is it a parasite? Is it what causes the HIV?
It is kind of virus. Okay. You know, most of the viruses, they have no treatment. So HIV is a kind of virus, not bacteria, not parasite, but a virus.
All right. Thank you very much, sister. So when we come on this aspect of who is at risk, which people are at risk of getting this disease, as we saw in the statistics, that this disease was more prevalent among the youth or the people who are in the age group of 15 to 24. Maybe which other groups are at risk of developing this infection?
Okay, I love that question. That's a very good question. Yeah. People who are at risk, yes, we have children, okay, adolescents, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers, and adults. All these people are at risk, but there are group who are at more risk than the rest. For example, we have people like key population, and the youths are more at risk. Ask me why.
Why, sister? The youths at risk.
Youths and adolescents, they are more sexually active. So long as you are sexually active, you are at risk. Why I mentioned key population are most at risk. See the kind of work they are doing. For example, our female sex workers, men who sleep with men, yes, those who inject what? Drugs, they are at most high risk of contracting HIV. Then our youths and adolescents, they follow those ones, because some of them, they take sex as a career. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sister. So we have seen why this prevalence actually was most among the youth aged between 15 to 24, because that age group is sexually active.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much, sister. So now when we come on the, like, how does this virus, you told us the HIV, and
yes,
how does it like develop in the body to bring about the signs and symptoms which we are going to discuss in the next segments? How does it develop in case like someone gets a prick or has a sexual relationship or intercourse with someone who is infected? How does this virus bring about these effects in the human body?
The answer I will give is, for example, a person has sexual intercourse with an infected person with HIV. When HIV enters into the body of this person, the HIV will go straight into the blood system. And the blood system it looks for particular cell. It is one of the types of white blood cells, but we call it CD4 cell. When a virus enters into the body, it targets CD4 cell. When this virus enters into the CD4 cell, what it does is it grows within the cell, it multiplies itself, producing more copies. At the end, what it does is it will kill the CD4 cell. When it kills that CD4 cell, it comes out of the dead CD4 cell plus those young ones which have multiplied. They will go and begin to affect the other CD4 cells, will attack the new CD4 cells. This is why when HIV goes into the body, because they kill the CD4 cells, you'll find that number of the CD4 cells in the body reduces. The CD4 cells are the mechanism of the body. Those are soldiers which look after the body. So when soldiers are killed, what happens? Body remains without help.
The soldiers, they help, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sister, for that elaborated discussion and explanation on how this, you said you can, in a layman's language, you can call it a body worm, how it infects your body, and you have told us it kills the soldiers of our body, which the soldiers we call it the CD4 cells.
Yes.
Yes, sister. So when we move on our next part, what could be the signs and symptoms of this infection in case someone is infected? Maybe before even we go to the signs and symptoms, is this infection on the previous guests have been getting on the various topics we've been discussing? They had those various topics divided like in stages. Is also HIV also divided in stages, like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3?
It is true.
Yes.
HIV infection is divided into stages. And the stages are like 3, and it can go to the 4th stage. And the symptoms are according to the stages. When I talk of symptoms, these are things which a patient complains of. For example, when I say I have headache, when you look at my head, can you see headache?
I can't see.
You cannot see. These are called symptoms, things which a patient complains of. So there are 3 stages. In the first stage, when a person comes into contact with the infected person, the other one receives the virus in his body. This virus is there in the body for the first time. Within 2 to 4 weeks, the fighting will begin. Virus is fighting with the soldiers of the body. You know, when fighting is going on, you will begin to realize problems. So this first stage is called the acute stage of HIV. So fighting will go on. Virus will fight with the soldiers of the body, which we call CD4. When this fighting goes on and on, time will come when the CD4 will lose the battle. Because I told you, there is where this virus will kill the what?
The soldiers.
The soldiers. When soldiers have died, who has lost the battle?
It is you, the
So within that process of 2 to 4 weeks, you will see these signs. It is a flu-like signs which can happen with any other viral infection. What are these flu-like symptoms? 1, somebody will develop headache. This headache will go on and on. Even if you take a painkiller, it stops for some time. it comes again, because war is still going on.
Yeah.
2, somebody will develop fever. 3, somebody will develop some sore throat. Those sores in the throat, when you swallow something, water, you will feel some pain. Not only that, you will see that some people will begin to develop swelling here on the neck. Yeah? These are the enlargement of the lymph nodes, showing that there is something wrong with the body. Those soldiers are trying to respond. Then the CD4, the white blood cells are increasing. This is why you will see some swellings at the neck.
Maybe also, sister.
And some fatigue. Generally, you will feel you are getting tired.
Yes.
You have not done any excessive work, but you are getting tired. Fight is going on within the body. Now, within 2 to 4 weeks, all these symptoms will disappear. It will now be quiet. When it is quiet, it means you are going to the second stage of infection. That is what we call chronic infection. But the period is called the asymptomatic period. You will not show other signs, but you already have the infection in your body. In that period, when you go and have sexual intercourse with somebody, you can transmit the what? The disease. You already infected, but you don't show signs, and you will not know that you already infected, unless you go and test yourself, knowing your status. From that period, if somebody is not on treatment, this stage will go worse without the treatment, because all the scaries, the CD4 of the body, will be cleared. Those signs and symptoms are not there. That fight is now intensifying within the body. This when you will go to the 3rd stage, where all the scaries are almost cleared off. You know, the normal number of this CD4 in the body, it is from 500 to 1,500. But because they are being killed, you will find that the number reduces, even to the extent that they only remain, how many? 200 in the body. That's when you are going to the worst stage. The body has been damaged. The CD4 have been damaged. So in that 3rd stage, because the immune system is completely destroyed, it will open a way in your body for other infections to come. Because the soldiers who have been fighting other infections, they are no more. So infections like, you will see TB is passing on its way. It has to pass via you, because there is nobody defending you. Immunity is down. Diarrheal diseases will come. Meningitis will come. Then you will present with some severe symptoms and signs. For example, you can develop cryptococcal meningitis. You can develop fungal infection, which covers the mouth up to the anus. You will also have sores from the mouth, from the vagina up to the anus. You'll have skin-like cancer, which is Kaposis, sarcoma. So you'll see your body is going down. You are getting wasted for no obvious reason. It means the HIV is going into advanced stage, and you will develop chronic what? Diarrhea, which does not respond to treatment. The body weakness intensifies. So this is why some people will say, so and so has witchcraft. No, it's not witchcraft. It is HIV going into advanced stage where now you will have all the strong signs for HIV, which will turn to be called the HIV AIDS, where you have a full-blown signs and symptoms.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sister, for that elaborate explanation and discussion on how, on the signs and symptoms, how they are broken down, where we have the stage 1, where you told us it presents with flu-like symptoms, the headaches, body weakness. Then also you told us in stage 2, which you called the chronic, it's when now these worse conditions come in, like the skin getting irritated, the skin spots, yes. We get the weaknesses, and also your immunity being weighed out or like lowered and exposing you to getting other infections. Maybe, sister, what we didn't talk about, you have told us of these signs and symptoms and how scary they are outside there to even our viewers. Maybe what we skipped, how can someone get this infection? Is it maybe in case I meet you, can I get it? Like when you cough, I'm around, I get the virus. How do people get this virus?
It is true. I love that question.
Yes.
There are very many ways of getting this virus. But the main way is through having sexual contact with an infection person with HIV virus. Once the person is infected, sexually you meet with the person, you're likely to get the infection. 2, vertical transmission. What do I mean with the vertical transmission? An infected mother with HIV can transmit this infection to the new unborn baby who is in the womb. It can occur during the pregnancy, during labor, delivery, and breastfeeding. Not only that, coming into contact with the infected body fluids. For example, blood, semen has a lot of virus from somebody who is infected. If you come into contact with that blood which is infected and you have wounds, it is easy that this infection can be transmitted. Yeah. Another thing is blood transfusion. You see, blood is collected from people, and some of the people who donate blood are already HIV infected, yeah. But they don't know. Mm-hmm. But the beauty of it is, when this blood are collected, what the laboratory does is, before this blood is transfused to a person who needs blood, screening is done several times. This blood will be screened for HIV, hepatitis B, and syphilis, because we don't want to infect people. Unlike those days, you will get blood from a relative. When the blood group matches, they transfuse. Yes. No, this time, it's not like that. And also, sub-objects. What do I mean? Sub-objects are things like needles, razor blades, surgical blades. So if somebody who had HIV is injected with a syringe and needle, this needle will have some parts of the blood which comes from this person. What if when that needle pricks you, you can get the what?
The infection.
You can get the infection. Mm-hmm. Or like a surgical blade, or like a razor blade, where people say, when you are cut, you can easily get the infection. Not only that, but also, you see, at times our people who are infected, they get sick in the hospital, and all the women, they go and attend to them. not knowing that my son has HIV. This is a person who might have wounds in the hands. And is cleaning the person, touching the body fluids, and they can also get dirty infection.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sister, for that elaborate explanation on how our viewers outside there can be predisposed or exposed to getting this virus, like you have already told us. And this virus, you told us even how it can predispose someone, or the signs and symptoms these people get. Maybe let's first go for a short commercial break. We shall come back in the next segment. We look on how we can live with people having HIV and how to manage our patients or our fellows who are living with HIV. Thanks very much, our dear viewers who are still with us. Let's first go for a short commercial break and come back briefly. Thank you very much.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
Our style. Start Times UPL new season starts 15th September. Go for it.
What a finish for Master Fukume!
The Ugandan flair, Brazilian samba, Portuguese magic, the night football craze. More TV games live on Senyuka Prime and Fufa TV only on Star Times. The Star Times UPL. Our league, go for it.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
Our style. Star Times UPL new season starts 15th September. Go for it.
What a finish for Master Fukume!
The Ugandan flair, Brazilian samba, Portuguese magic, the night football craze. More TV games live on Senyuka Prime and Fufa TV only on Star Times. The Star Times UPL. Our league, go for it.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, from that short commercial break. In case you have just joined us, this is the Daktari TV show, which is always here on Westnile TV. You can get us on Star Times 477 and Zuku 0073. You can tell a neighbor out there to switch on and get educated on how with this educative health program, such that you can be able to prevent getting these infections, diseases, and also viruses. Because in case you don't get this health education or knowledge, you will be at risk of developing infections, and these diseases and infections will wear you down, and you won't be able to do your daily activities and living. So this may affect you socially and economically. So you advise your neighbors out there to switch on, and we continue with the program. Before the commercial break we saw that we were discussing about HIV, where we saw that it is divided into 3 stages: stage 1, stage 2, and also stage 3, where your sister told us, Sister Nema told us that stage 1 mainly presents with flu-like symptoms, headaches, and body weakness. And then stage 2, she told us that it presents with these skin rashes and also these open wounds sometimes with these patients. Then we went to the who is at risk and how do people develop these which people and which activities predispose us or expose us to getting these infections, as she told us, like having unprotected sex, like where she told us that semen contains most of these viruses, getting in contact with people who have the disease in case they have wounds, and also you have wounds. Also she told us through blood transfusion in case it is not transfused. Here we come back again for this his second segment. So sister, in case someone has gotten these signs and symptoms and they come to you to the hospital, how do you always do a final test to confirm that this person is having HIV? Or you just look on the signs and symptoms and say, this one has HIV or infection? Which tests do you always do to confirm that someone is having or living with HIV?
Yeah, this time what we do in the hospital is, because our government is saying 95% of the population in Uganda must know their HIV status. So everybody who comes to the hospital, we screen them for what we call eligibility. When you are eligible for testing, we go ahead and test you when you have consented. So when a person has been tested in other facilities or in outside facilities there, when they are sent to us for treatment, we don't only start the person on treatment because they have already been sent to us. What we do is we go and confirm the test. It is beyond the doubt that before you start somebody on the treatment, you need to confirm that this person has a HIV infection. So what we do is we have some testing kits with us there. The first testing kit is called the Determine test. That Determine test is very sensitive, almost to any viral infection. We first remove the blood, we do a fingerprint prick, we test the blood. If it is positive, meaning that if it is reactive, it is giving us a sign that this person has the virus. Because this Determine, with the Determine, we only test the antibodies which are present against the HIV.
Yes.
We do antibody test with the Determine. And Determine, if it is positive, we don't stop there. We go ahead, we do test with what we call start pack. That is the second line. If start pack said it is positive, then we believe that this person is HIV positive. We go ahead to start this person on treatment. Another scenario there is, at times, with the determine, it can be positive. But when you go and test with the start pack, start pack can say it is negative. We don't stop there. We go ahead to use the third, we call it tiebreaker. Yes, person tested negative with the determine. When we went to the start pack, again, the result is saying it is negative. We go to the tiebreaker, which is a SD bioline. We do that test. Then if SD bioline tells us that this person is positive, we take it
as a positive.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sister, for that elaborate discussion.
But however,
yes,
those are the tests which we do in the hospital.
yeah.
But also there are other tests which I said we need eligibility. People need to know their status.
Yeah.
There are people whom we cannot reach.
Yeah.
So we have home testing kits.
Yes.
We give them to people, they go and test from home.
Yeah.
You did slowly in your house, you are alone there, you test. Even if you are positive, nobody will know.
Yeah.
So that is how far we have gone.
Okay.
We give those kits to those who need to test, to the antenatal mothers. If the husband has not known her status, his status, the wife takes to the husband, let's know our status. Yes, it works.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sister, for that discussion. Of recent, I had a friend. He once tested, I don't know, it's determined, these strips.
Yes.
He tested. At first, it showed the, well, I think negative is only one line. But when it's positive, it shows two lines.
Yes.
At first, it showed a single red line. Then, after some time, it started showing a faint second line.
Yes.
This friend of mine got worried. He had even trashed and tested again in the hospital. Only that he was lucky enough to find that he was negative. Do those scenarios always happen whereby at first the strip can show you are negative, then again it shows you that you are positive?
It happens. It happens.
Okay.
Because I told you, the first testing kit that we call determine is sensitive to any virus.
Yes.
So who knows this person had the other viruses?
Okay.
This is why we don't remain there. We go beyond that to really confirm that the person has a HIV infection.
All right, sister.
Yes.
Then also away from the strips, currently there is this other new testing kit which is called OraQuick. You know, some people are afraid of these pricks, like piercing your finger to get blood and test. So maybe you can first discuss or explain for our viewers there, what is OraQuick testing kit and how does it work?
Yes, our viewers who are watching us in this TV, it is true. We have what we call OraQuick. It is a self-testing kit, even which we can use for testing from home. That kit, the use of it is very simple. What you do is, you open the kit. When you open it, you rub it on your gum, round like that. So it will be in contact with whatever content is in your mouth, especially saliva. You take it around the gum, you bring it out, then you put it there. You observe it for 15 to 20 minutes. After 15 to 20 minutes, if it is positive, you will see 2 red lines also formed there. 2 of them. And if it is 1 line, it means you are not positive. Those who have those 2 lines formed, it is positive. But we bring it back to the hospital for confirmatory test.
Yeah.
Right now, this is what we use for home-based testing. We give it to you, you go and test yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much, sister. So, in case someone, you know, people outside there, when they test and they find that this person, maybe he or she is having this disease or virus or HIV, some people think it's the end of life. They give up in life. They think it has come to an end. There is nothing he or she should do. They feel they lose hope and they think they have already died. Like there is no more tomorrow. How true is this? And is it that when you have this infection, you are already dead? You can't cure again?
No.
Or you can't even have a long life because you have this virus?
No. This is why we have psychosocial counseling. Because this disease of HIV, it is threatening. First of all, it is a disease which is attached to a lot of stigma and discrimination. Say, first, when somebody is tested, when the person is told that, when I'm told I have HIV, it is unbelievable.
Yes.
Because I never expected it to have HIV. I'll begin to ask questions in my heart. Is it true or false?
Yeah.
This is why some people, they reject our results. You are here giving a result that you tested, it is positive. People reject the results. Why do they reject it? Because they don't believe that they have the virus. Unless you test and you go through those stages, which I have told you. So, unless we test it, but you will have heartbreak. You will begin to ask a question. First of all, you will refuse the result. It can't be. Then you will, is it me? Why me?
Yes.
Why not other people? Why me? Bargaining, until when they will reach that stage that they will have to accept that now I have the disease.
Yes.
What can I do? This is why that psychosocial counseling comes in. We empower them that no, that is not the end of life. See how many people are here. You see the number. You are not alone. People are many. That counseling gives comfort to them. It makes them to accept that they now have the disease, but there is an option. You can live with the disease when there is what? Treatment.
Yes.
And you give them example. What about those children who were born with the disease? They are now graduates. They are working. They have family. So in the psychosocial counseling, we give them hope.
Yes.
But we don't decide for them. They will tell you how they can help themselves to live with the HIV like that. So this is why even before we test, there is what we call pre-counseling test. Then post-counseling test. Then those who are already positive, we do what we call adherence test or ongoing counseling. It is ongoing. You'll go that you have talked to him in this area. When they go back to home, they come back with another challenge. Then this is why we have ongoing counseling, and that's the way to go.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sister. So after we have already seen our dear viewers, we have heard from our expert, Sister Nema, that in case you confirm and they have tested that you have HIV, that it's not the end of life, you can go on treatment and live actually a longer life than even others who are not having the infection. So sister, when I come back to you again, in case someone has confirmed that you have confirmed that someone, he or she has this virus or HIV, which treatments do you give to these people?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
There is treatment which we give to them. But before we go to give treatment to them, there are some investigations which we do to people who are found newly positive.
Yes.
What we do is, the first thing is, we remove blood for CD4.
Yes.
Those are scaries, which I told you,
Yes.
to see how many are there left in the body. The reason why we do the CD4 is so that, one, it will make us to establish the stage of the HIV.
Yes.
If the CD4 is less than 200, it will show to us that this person is already going to stage 3 and 4.
Yes.
2, we will not stop there. We go ahead, we screen this person for TB. By getting urine,
Yes.
we test TB in the urine, which we call urine lung is tested. If we find that this person does not have, we are free. Not only that, we go ahead to remove another blood, what we call for serum crag, to see whether this person has a cryptococcal meningitis.
Yeah.
Because of that third, fourth stage, at times they come with those opportunistic infections at the beginning. So we need to screen them so that if the opportunistic infection is there, we first start by treating that opportunistic infection
Yes.
before starting the
treatment.
ARVs. There is a reason
Yes.
why we do that. We are avoiding something
Okay.
which I'll mention.
Yeah.
So after doing all those investigations, it will give us a baseline to start this person on which treatment.
Yes.
And management of the treatment, we have first line ARV regimen, which we give. And the category of the regimen, I told you, people affected are children, adolescents, pregnant and breastfeeding women,
Yes.
and adults. We give this treatment according to these categories.
Yes.
The first line treatment, which we give to adolescent, adults, and pregnant and breastfeeding women, we have what we call TDF3TC, Doltegrava.
Yes.
Combination of 3 drugs and
yes.
1. The reason why it is put in 1 drug is to reduce what? Pill burden.
Okay.
Or we have TAF, FTC, and Doltegrava. Those are the 2 drugs which we use for the first line treatment
Yes.
for pregnant women, adolescents, and adults. That is the drug we use.
Yes, sister.
But if there is a reason why some of these drugs are not needed in that stage, there are options,
Yes.
alternative drugs. Say, for example, if somebody cannot take Doltegrava, we have another drug that is called TDF, 3TC, efavirenz, 400 milligrams. We replace Doltegrava with that, which a pregnant mother can take, breastfeeding mother can take, adolescent can take, and adult can take. We have some options which are there.
Okay.
Yes.
So, sister, let's first hold it at that, and we first go for another short commercial break. Those who have just joined us, it's the Daktari TV show on Westnile TV, where today we are discussing our topic about HIV. Let's first go for this short commercial break. We come back again with the management of a person, or medical management and other managements of people who are living with HIV after testing positive. Thanks very much, our dear viewers. Let's get back.
Season starts 15th September. Go for it!
What a finish from Fukume!
The Ugandan flair, Brazilian samba, Portuguese magic, the night football craze. More TV games live on Senyuka Prime and Fufa TV only on Star Times. The Star Times UPL. Our league, go for it.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, from that short commercial break. We are still having our topic of discussion today, which is all rotating about HIV, stroke, which not managed leads to AIDS syndrome, as our expert here told us. Then also we are discussing today, where she told us the signs, she told us the signs and symptoms of this infection. She told us how a person outside there can test whether he or she is having this disease. And then she also told us on the medical management, the ARVs, the first line and second line. Sister, before we went for the short commercial break, you told us why they combine these drugs is to reduce the pill burden, like taking many pills at once for the same virus. Maybe are there other reasons as to why these pills are combined together with these drugs?
Yes, there are other reasons.
Okay.
One, we had already told you, to avoid the resistance to HIV. 2 is because of pill burden, as we had already said. 3, some of these drugs, when somebody takes them, it goes direct into the CD cells where the virus are multiplying and making a lot of copies.
Yes.
This drug will intersect the virus so that they don't make a lot of copies.
Yes.
And some part of the drug is there. You know, even if the virus have gone into the CD4 cells, there are still some virus which are floating in the blood system.
Yes.
So the other part of the drug goes and clear those viruses which are floating in the Yes,
Yeah.
blood system. This is why when we do what we call viral load testing,
Yeah.
we count the number of the viruses which are floating in the blood system.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe this is also to ask, in the start I picked where somewhere you said of 95, 95, 95. And
Yes.
maybe can you also first break it down to our viewers? What is the triple 95?
Thank you so much for
Yes.
that question. In our target, we said that by 2030,
Yes.
HIV should come to an end.
Yes.
Because of that objective, there is what we call triple 95.
Yes.
The first 95 is that 95% of Ugandan population,
Yes.
they must know their HIV status.
Oh, okay.
That
Yes.
is one. The second 95 is that those who have known their HIV status, out of which they are found to be HIV positive,
Yes.
the 95% of those who are positive must be started on treatment.
Okay.
Then the last 95 is that those 95% who are started on treatment, they must be virally suppressed,
Okay.
so that they don't transmit the what?
The
Infection
Yes.
to other people. Because we are fighting towards that target of ending HIV in 2030.
30. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sister, for breaking us down that 95, 95, 95. Where the first one you have told us it's all about knowing your status, like those who are infected to know that they are positive. Then the second 95 you told us is all about like those who are infected to start their treatment.
Yes.
Then the third 95 is all about being virally suppressed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sister. So maybe we are still on the management. Apart from the medical management, are there other managements you give to these patients who are living with HIV? Because you told us in the signs and symptoms, some get wasted, like lose weight, some become immunologically suppressed. Are there other managements you give to these people, like nutrition-wise?
Yes, there are very many managements which we give to these people. It will form a component to take holistic care of them. And this aspect of management of HIV, nutrition is very important. These people, they need to have well-balanced diet. If I say well-balanced diet, what do I mean? What they are eating daily at least should have all the various types of food.
Yes.
For example, energy-giving food. These are food which has sugar, like cassava, potatoes. They have natural sugar in them.
You're forgetting our common food, enyasa.
Enyasa is a mix of cassava flour. At times, some people add millet and sorghum. It is energy-giving food.
Yes.
And you should not eat potatoes alone. You bring in greens like dodo, usubi, cassava leaves, which has a lot of what? It has a lot of vitamins and the mineral salts in them. What do these vitamins do? They protect the body from other infections. Those ulcers, those spots, what?
Yes.
They need the greens. Not only greens, they also need some fruits like avocado, fene, matunda. They need all that.
Yes.
And also foods that has fibers. Our maize there, when you eat, we have to eat it with the husks because it has some fibers in them. Even these greens, which we eat like Dodo.
Yes.
It has some fibers in them, and that fibers that assist in digestion.
Yeah.
It will stop you from getting constipation.
Patient.
This is why we need it. What about the body building foods? Beans.
Yes.
That is protein, body building food. What about soya? And you should mix it with the body building food, which is found from animals and which is found from other plants.
Yeah.
So like meat once in a while has to come there.
Yeah.
Milk has to come in. Chicken, eggs. Let us not grow them for selling.
Yes.
Those eggs which you take to market, make some of them for you to eat beside the what? Beside the greens. Not only that, this management under the nutrition needs plenty of water.
Yes.
This medicine which people are taking, called the ARVs, it needs a lot of fluids in the body. Even during the day, if you have not been a fan of drinking water, force yourself during the day, get your cup, get drinking water from your pot. You drink that water, even if you don't have urge to drink water, force yourself, because your body, which is taking drugs, needs enough fluid in the body. This is why you'll find some people develop headache.
Yeah.
You test for malaria, malaria is not there. But somebody said, I have a headache for 1 full week. The reason is the fluid or water in the body is not enough. We encourage them to take plenty of fluids, to eat plenty of fruits, to eat kalo, cassava, potatoes, fish. This small fish, I don't know, mukene.
Fish,
Mukene is very nutritious.
Yeah.
You add it in every green, and say like fruits, like avocado, fruits like watermelon.
Yeah.
It is antioxidant.
Yeah.
There are some small toxins. You know that the body was at fight. Those body elements which are there, it flushes them away. This is why we need a lot of fluids, so that those toxins which are eliminated by those fruits, it is taken away.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sister. Hope our dear viewers outside there, you are noting, in case you have a relative or a patient who is living with this HIV virus, our expert here has told us on the nutrition management, on how to guide our people there live with HIV, where she has told us we have to give them nutritious foods like the proteins. She talked of beans, fish, meat, once a while, chicken, not only just keeping them for sale. She told us also we have to give them these energy-giving foods, the sugars like our common food, enyasa, millet, posho, rice. Then also she has told us about the vitamins, like also where we could take these fruits like the watermelons to flush out these toxic substances outside of our body. So maybe, sister, when I come back to you again, in case someone out there, you know, some people have to know the complications. In case someone has tested positive and is not on treatment, and this person is not managing or having the recommended foods, the nutrition on the nutrition side of it, or the recommended foods you are telling them to eat, what complications can these people develop in case they don't follow your guidelines?
If these people
Yes.
who don't follow guidelines,
Yes.
let's start with those who are not on treatment. I said they will have serious damage of the ascaris of the body.
Yes.
Body becomes very weak and they die very fast,
Yes.
because there is no support to the body. First of all, they are living in worries. Secondly, they are not eating. stigma everywhere. They lose hope. They think they will die within the next
Days.
2 to 3 months.
Yes.
But it's not like that. Those who are on treatment, you can avoid those complications.
Okay.
One of the complications is, we said, those opportunistic infections.
Yes.
It comes as a result of body immunity being broken down.
Yes.
There is no another mechanism to defend the body from incoming infections. So they will develop opportunistic infections. I told you, like TB
Yes.
is one of them.
Yes.
Cryptococcal meningitis
Yes.
is one of them. And some people, you see, they have HIV. On contrary, they also have hepatitis B infection.
Yes.
Not only that, in the process, some people will develop what? Diabetes mellitus,
Yes.
sugar disease. Others will develop again high blood pressure,
Yes.
what we call hypertension. Now, you look at this complication. Somebody has HIV,
Yes.
has high blood pressure,
Yes.
has hepatitis B,
Yes.
has diabetes.
Yes.
What a complication.
Yeah.
So their management at times becomes very
Hard.
difficult. Some of other minor results of these complications have resulted into broken homes,
Yeah.
divorce, loss of job. You are sickly, how do you go and work? You know, some people earn with the hard labor. Your body is now weak, you cannot stand for long. You are going to lose the job, whatever
Yes.
job you are doing. Even those who are employed, with the stigma and discrimination, some people abandon the work. Because at the workplace, they are the topic. You see that? The complications are many. If you don't take your treatment properly, you will develop like skin cancer sort of thing. Others develop cervical cancer
Yes.
in the process. This is why cervical cancer screening is mandatory for the women who are at reproductive age. We screen them so that when we discover, we treat it what? Immediately. The complications are so many.
Okay. Thank you very much, sister. Hope our dear viewers there have noted. In case you don't like get on treatment or keep on treatment, and also in case you don't follow the nutrition guide, she told us, like eating those nutritious foods, she has told us of the deadly complications which may come about in your body, which will wear down your immune system completely down and expose you to getting other infections like the diabetes, TB, candida, and also she talked of the cervical cancer. So it's advisable for you outside there as a viewer, in case you have someone having HIV or you are having HIV, it's advisable for you to keep on the treatment, and also you manage yourself nutrition wise. So maybe, sister, we have talked to you on these complications, but these people living with HIV out there, also themselves, they have like complications or factors which affect their diaries. Maybe when you are there in the regional referral hospital, what are some of the common factors these patients or clients of yours tell you that these affect their maintenance or treatment to keep on taking these ARVs?
There are quite so many.
Yes.
Because even in the clinic, we have those who have abandoned their treatment.
Yes.
They have abandoned completely. First of all, starting from the children. You know, children, they are young. At times they need care from the adults. You'll find that these children, the parents, both parents have died. they are staying alone where the parents left them. For example, we have 9-year-old child who is looking after 3 siblings of 6 years, 4 years, and 2. The 9-year-old is the breadwinner in the home. The 3 siblings are there. This child cannot provide enough for these ones who are there. So it becomes a challenge. When it comes for taking drugs, they need food. The food is not there. They will not have the hair because the food is not there. 2, I told you, some of these drugs, though they are combined, but people have failed in the first line, second line, they are now in a third line. Those who have failed, you take pills, a handful like this, pill burden comes there. Daily, taking that many pills, when it comes a burden to them, they abandon. Another issue is, there are people out there, they are on treatment, they don't want somebody to know that they are taking
drugs,
ARVs. So wherever they are staying, they take it hidingly. Where they still have people around, they cannot take it. Especially, let me say, our adolescents and children who are in the school, boarding school, when they are there in the boarding school, when their friends see that they are taking medicines or ARVs, they begin to attack them, talking all the nonsense. So some of these adolescents, when they go to the boarding school, they will first hide their treatment at home. They go without treatment. It means they have already defaulted. And those who are grown up, even adults, those who are still single, they need to get a partner. Say, for example, I am positive, I want to go to a partner who is negative, or a partner whom I know is negative, is befriending me. I will not want to expose that I'm taking treatment. There may be time when we have come together, I'll abandon the drugs, so that I want to sustain the what? The marriage. Drugs are abandoned. And it has happened. And some of them, for example, man is on care, getting ARVs, but does not want a woman to know that he's on a treatment. He will be taking this treatment hidingly, hides from the woman. What do we call that? There will be time when a woman is around, maybe when a woman has landed on the drugs, chaos.
The family will break down.
The family will break down. So these factors, they are there many. Some of them, they don't have now income generating activities economically, they are down because they are sick. They will say now everything has become difficult. Some suicide. Yes, they kill themselves because they don't want to suffer like that. Yes.
Thank you very much, sister. Hope our viewers outside there, you are noting on these factors which can affect our colleagues or friends. It can be your brother, it can be your mother or your father living with HIV. So we should always be there to support them. Maybe, sisters, we are almost wrapping up our show.
Yes.
You talked of this pill burden. Are there interventions government is doing or the medics you are doing to see that you reduce the pill burden? Like someone maybe takes a drug for a whole year and doesn't continuously daily take drugs. Are there those interventions which are being done or researches?
Yes, government is working day and night to see that people are adhere to these drugs. There are options which are being worked out. For example, they are going to introduce injection, ARVs, which are in form of injection, which somebody will be repeating injection after every 2 months, and it will be very helpful to those who forget taking the pills. Because some of our people, especially those elderly people and the children, many times they forget. You go and sleep. By the time you say, oh, I was to swallow my medicine, is it? When it is next morning. So it will be helpful for those people. Even in prevention methods, they've added extra. So like what they've gone to do is, there is a drug which is called the vaginal ring. It is made in form of a ring. Daprin ring, which for those maybe the sex workers, and other people who deal in that area, that ring will be fixed there in the vagina. It will be releasing the drugs there to preventing what?
Transmission.
HIV. And also there is another one in form of injection. It is called the cabotegravir injection. It is for prevention. They are all on the way coming. Soon we shall put them into action. Government is not sleeping. Yes.
Thank you very much, sister. So again, as we are trying to wrap up, can you give some few preventive measures our viewers there, in case someone is not yet positive? How can they live to prevent or keep themselves safe from getting this HIV infection or virus?
Yes. One point is abstinence. Though it is very difficult for some people, but the abstinence is ideal. That is, when I say abstinence, that is when you should abstain from sex. You first put the sex aside. Come for it when you are safe, right? Two, there is use of condoms. We're giving condoms to people so that people should have safer sex. Three, you must know your status. So that when you have the infection, you start the treatment early. Four, those who are going to marry, at least you should test for 3 times. The first one, the second one after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, so that you are safe in your marriage. Another prevention is, we have what we call discordant couples. What do I mean? In this discordant couple, one partner is negative, one partner has HIV, but they already married. This relationship will not separate because of what? HIV. Life must continue. So what we do is, the partner who is negative, we give pre-exposure prophylaxis, what we call PrEP. There is medicine which we give to the negative one. Also takes it daily. So that will prevent the person. And the medicine which we give is, there are 2 types of medicine. One is TDF3TC, or there is TDF-FTC. We give to these people. And also, another method for prevention is, those who are on treatment, we encourage them to take their treatment religiously. What do I mean? All means with one heart, so that they remain viral suppressed. When they are suppressed, there is no way that they will transmit this infection to their partners. So like we have about 300 discordant couples. The good news is, because of the education, teaching we're giving to these people, and the counseling we're giving to them, up to today, none of them has converted positive. They're continuing, they're giving birth to negative children. And another way of prevention is safe male circumcision. I know you'll ask me, how does male circumcision protect people
from getting
it is in the
this,
place? We're doing safe male circumcision in a rural hospital. Please, students who are out there, during your holidays, come for safe male circumcision. It contributes for the prevention of HIV 60%.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sister, for this detailed discussion, and also our viewers who are still with us from the start, as we are wrapping up the show. Today we discussed HIV. Our sister defined it to us that in a layman's language, or in simple terms, we can call it the worms in the blood system. Then she told us the people are at risk. She told us everyone is at risk. The babies, children, adolescents, the youth, the elderly. Then she also told us the signs and symptoms, like she broke it down in stages 1 and 2, where in stage 1 we had the weakness, malaise, and also she told us of the flu-like symptoms. Then in stage 2 she talked of the skin cancers which can develop. You lose weight. She called it wasting. Then we went to the diagnostic test, like how can you know you have HIV. She told us there are some testing kits like the Aura Quick and these determined tests which you can get in pharmacies around to protect yourself. You test before having any sexual relationship with any partner to keep you safe. Then we went on the nutritional management of it, where she encouraged those living with HIV to take nutritious foods, and also she wrapped up with the complications. In case you don't get on treatment and manage this infection, that it can cause viral load explosion, where the virus can kill almost all the, as she called it, them CD4 cells, or the ascaris, or the soldiers of your body which protect you from getting infection. Then she told us some of the factors which affect our fellows or our colleagues, relatives or friends living with HIV, the factors which affect them from keeping on art. And also she encouraged us as a society to keep supporting our people and our friends living with HIV. Thank you very much, sister, for this detailed discussion. Hope our viewers outside there, you are educated, and in case you are negative, follow what Charles told us to protect yourself from getting HIV virus. Then also, in case you are positive, follow her guidelines and her guidance she has given us in order to keep safe and live a longer life and be able to see your great grandchildren. Thank you very much, sister, for giving in your time and accepting to be my guest for today.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
What I want to tell to the viewers out there, up to today, if you have not known your HIV status,
yes,
please come to a rural hospital. We'll give you self-testing kit. You go with it home, you test yourself, bring for us the result.
Okay.
Because no one will know that you have tested.
yes.
Please, we're there to help you. And I encourage those who are not circumcised, please come to a rural hospital for safe male circumcision.
Thank you very much, sister, for that elaborate discussion. Maybe some closing remarks for our viewers there.
For our viewers,
Yes.
We should take the 995. Let's be serious. HIV is in our midst. It is there. It is reality. Once you get it, it has no cure. But people are dying with the HIV. The good news is we can prevent the HIV.
Yes.
Therefore, I advise my viewers, let's participate in prevention measures. We prevent HIV infection.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sister, for giving in your time. We are grateful, our viewers, those who have been with us from the start and as we are coming to the climax. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day and God bless you in whatever you are doing. Sister, they say Mungu Mako.
Emiaza.
Thank you very much, our dear viewers. Nice day.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
Football, our boys, our style. Star Times UPL new season starts 15th September. Go for it!
What a finish for Master Fukume!
The Ugandan flair, Brazilian samba, Portuguese magic, the night football craze. More TV games live on Senyuka Prime and Fufa TV only on Star Times. The Star Times UPL, our league. Go for it!
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
Any no, I got me kumano. Any no, I got you. Any cha, michinyane. Any cha, gonna mosh wako angeyungo. Lakanjwe wako mamiringo. Mote guda in manenungo. Adaku bang bang. Karnimera rota bang bang. Uy, ato. Jump, check it, lakunya tang tang. Uy, ato. Guda many, lakunya white white. Uy, ato. Yeah. Karnimera adoku bang bang. Karnimera adoku bang.
LKP, babe.
Gonna chop kukani, ungike bang. Kenda doki pan, adunde dang. Eke poti chinga, aliet mata. Get the bed mechanic, we kuma. Ama, kudi loka, ama, kudi bola, ama, kudi bola. Bunga, nene bedi neka, get a bed and no gano chomu I hanga. Wanga do dip, doga nango. Me what you let me funga if I and you Waganda. Get a bed banda, mueko pakalaka. Wadakitinu, takanaka. Adoku bang bang. Marmimera, rota bang bang. Hui, ato. Jump, check it, lakunya tang tang. Hui, ato. Guda many, lakunya white white. Hui, ato. Marmimera, adoku bang bang. Marmimera, adoku bang.
Yo.
A pack in a day, along in mama sitanya, along in senorita. Merne mondirimba city like Mirinda. Wakuriba riba jamuka bizunga zunga. Inyom, retimo chalo marakana. Miko idak malek man mira kama. Mwepo jamuka enda luniteri lala. Enina, aka miko mano. Enina, akayo. Enina, michinyane. Enina,
Amster record.
Adoku bang bang. Marmimera, rota bang bang. Hui, ato. Jump, check it, lakunya tang tang. Hui, ato. Guda many, lakunya white white. Hui, ato. Marmimera, adoku bang bang. Marmimera, adoku bang.
Yo, udaku mamenu. Roddy.
DJ Spa, Johnny, Bad Boys. Ama, kudi loka, ama, kudi bola, ama, kudi loka, ama, kudi bola.
gibanga abeda misido kina mara para tu gibanga marmeni nangu kura kurango tina dong kenda marmeni nangu mitango tina dong kenda nangu makilari kita bet mangeyu ni acheng boku ibi bedupe kara abet mananga yubiri ni acheng boku marne bituka nangu makiwachira kara abet mananga yubiri ibi bedu nangu makierira ni acheng boku ibi bedu nangu makiwachira kara abet mananga yubiri ibi bedu nangu makierira ni amarne bituka unu inajulu nyinge mari unu beru nangu kakani uwachira imajulu nyinge mari uringu chigu pundu kakani uwachira iya chakito iwatu ibi beru kuda inaka nkaritan iwatu ibi chiru kuda inaka ekarikot iwatu ibi fogu kuda inaka kero kiri kumeni neni reso ino kiri kumeni pirago yes mas marbo majonja kutumpirago nangu makiwachira kara abet mananga yuni ibi bedu nangu makierira ni atengo ku ibi bedu nangu makiwachira kara abet mananga yuni ibi bedu nangu makierira ni amarne bitumba Kunjon town no ibora Damego ni no water Luwa kinying mabeju baka ni hani Nipota tari daku sofani Ngara na uzoi marango Beri beru duka chamu jamtinga Nangi marango Beri beru duka wonda Nina kukosea rohoni Neyo meyupa Nango makiwachira Kara abet mananga yuni ibi beru nango makierira ni atengo ku ibi beru nango makiwachira kara abet mananga yuni ibi beru nango makierira ni amarne bitumba. Another extra cause productive so a few trip on this one again ya bada Nera Patrick Paida salute save your big daddy raise up Bruce Uncle Joe Ikwe Mactizo salute brand skills X records the blue some CO 24/7 bar Bobby Barambo Tony Madiba Cats management Lexing manager yo another one
Yeah, avec les danseurs et tout sous mes bien fandaria aliandelli et tout sous mes bien fandaria aliaikoso Andeliza mukeri lesende mabaruachi Aikozuza alari lesende mabaruachi Asita matiara de diribo Le moji mandriza madifu langalangale Asita matiara de diribo Le masu mandriza madifu langalangale Ananjifuki mingi, karile mingi Ezanjindriza mingi, batu kipaka chini You only live once Anyaworo matia, you only live once Ndombolo, anzi mavuti ya batuki ndombolo Chikili, ande mavuti ya batuki chikili Ituzu mebya fandaria, aliandeli Ituzu mebya fandaria, aliaikoso Ituzu mebya fandaria, aliaikoso Yala Aikosu zale yala ku Waka zuzale wakaku aziworori azini banga kiazi chiri oponi mafemini sendera aziworori azini banga kiazi chiri oponi mafemini sendera. Let me enjoy for us today. I don't know tomorrow how it's gonna be. It feels so nice when I shake it with the friends. Cause after work we got to refresh. Ndombolo ndombolo ansi mavuti ya batuki ndombolo chikili chikili ande mavuti ya batuki chikili ituzu mebia fandaria ale andeli ituzu mebia fandaria ale andeli ituzu mebia fandaria ale aikozo ituzu mebia fandaria ale aikozo ituzu mebia fandaria ale andeli ituzu mebia fandaria ale andeli ituzu mebia fandaria ale aikozo ituzu mebia fandaria ale aikozo tena se kita bana ko tena se bana ugande nyoso avance 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 ndombolo 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 chekele chekele chekele. Magia misiamba mae mauko misiamba mae magia misiamba mae
Kabisa kabisa, a woman is a blessing. Mayodika, a woman is a blessing. Kabisa kabisa, a woman is a blessing. Basi we lepi ba madu imo kurani tia. Lepi ba mapa imo kurani tia. Gupya ziwe lepi ba madu imo kurani tia. Uaro saroto. Alemya mambasi mavuri awinga lumidia. Iyo andamano tumi bedi leba madedria. That's waka mungu ati manu yeka mi madria. Kabisa. Magia misiamba mae mauko misiamba mae magia misiamba mae zamba miyo si maluba dia banyondo se magia misiamba mae mauko misiamba mae magia misiamba mae zamba miyo si maluba dia banyondo se amba mae rita mi volo dia amba mae amba mae oh no. Baby akuluma misi, aliluma misi, mama sio mimisi. Baby akuluma misi, aliluma misi, mama sio mimisi. Yeah, the beauty that I need, you got it. The body that I need, you got it. The booty that I need, you got it. Hey, yeah. Songe, 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 songe. Songe, 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 songe. Magia misiamba mae mauko misiamba mae magia misiamba mae zamba miyo si maluba dia banyondo se magia misiamba mae mauko misiamba mae magia misiamba mae zamba miyo si maluba dia banyondo se basi we lepi ba madu imo kurani tia lepi ba mapa imo kurani tia gupya ziwe lepi ba madu imo kurani tia uaro saroto amba mbae rita mi volo di amba mbae